the outgoing president. Welcome him to the stage.
Venerable monks, Reverend Fathers, our chief guest tonight, Consul General Mrs. Lankan, leaders of the other Asian and American communities and societies, distinguished guests, and my dear friends. On August 19th last year, I stood before you and made a pledge in developing an organization on a couple of broad objectives. In creating an association or organization of service to each other, creating a voice for Sri Lankans through various activities, including infusing our culture into the diversity of Las Vegas, and also undertaking socio-cultural activities in Sri Lanka. I think, without any fear, I can say that with the dedication of a very large team, everybody who served in our committee, we have achieved all of them, and we not only achieved, we have been firing on all cylinders. We gave you several pledges. Creating a voice for the Sri Lankans. I think the fact that we have other Asian and American communities being present with us today in solidarity, the fact that other Sri Lankans and other communities have become aware of our community and our activities who are living in other states, and also the endorsements from public officials is a testament to this effect. I believe the proclamations made by all three city councils, February 4th as Sri Lankan Independence Day around our independence event, is a huge recognition our community received for the very first time in Las Vegas. I think these facts speak to the work that we had done in creating a voice for ourselves. We pledged we will promote a community to facilitate in helping each other. We did, in addition to what you had seen in the brief video in the year in review, yes, we did 11 events in the 12 months, completing right up to today. In fact, today marks exactly the 365th day in our term. But also we did 3 fundraisers to help those departed and who are ill. Thanks to your generosity. In the event of the unfortunate incidents back in October when the Las Vegas shooting took place, within hours we were able to put a task force to help those in need and establish a hotline for those to seek help, for anyone to seek help. But we also made sure that any Sri Lankan or any Sri Lankan visiting here who was stranded could call and seek help. In fact, I should note that one of the first people to call me that early morning was none other than our Consul General Swarna in looking into the well-being of our community. We also launched a campaign that was again a pledge that we would help our community under the theme of Make a Buck, Save a Buck. The finance planning workshops and legal workshops were organized around that. We also did bring you internship opportunities, particularly from the White House and other places. We also brought you certain scholarship opportunities for certain kids. Another pledge of ours was to help those who are dreaming of starting their own venture, starting their own business, which in our ambitious agenda could not achieve. But I have no doubt, under the leadership of our President-elect, Mr. Gihan Pereira, who is a veteran businessman, this will be furthered as well. Contributing Sri Lankan culture to the diversity of Las Vegas is another pledge, and I don't think I have to speak anything else because we have done so many things along with you, with your help, to this in this city, including the phenomenal Independence event. Bringing our next generation into the fore and involving them in a manner that is interesting and engaging them was another pledge. Among many other activities, I'm delighted to say that the Mother's Day event request came from our kids that wanted to do an event and hence to facilitate. So under the leadership of our brilliant youth committee, that was a very fruitful, meaningful, grateful, lovable event. In our inaugural year itself, we took a proposal to the other Sri Lankan associations around the country, in fact in North America, to form an alliance to bring collective strength for the betterment of expatriate Sri Lankans living in North America. I'm happy to say that the two oldest associations, Sri Lanka America Association of Southern California and Sri Lanka Association of Washington DC, have already pledged support, and there will be a deal inked pretty soon. This was all possible due to the dedication and hard work of 27 people who served in this board and the executive committee. In fact, I want to say that this is one of the best teams I've ever worked. We may have had different titles and responsibilities came with them. However, when it mattered, we had an event chair and everybody rallied around it. When taking over this position, I did wonder whether I could do this effectively. I direct a global team in a multinational company, I'm an adjunct professor in a university, have 2 young kids, and whether I will have this time. But I got to say that with the help of this team, I managed to make some changes to my schedule as well, and I believe we did a good job with the help of the community as well as the committee. I got to say that thanks to the opportunity you gave me in serving in this position, I'm a better person, and although there were situations where my wife probably had to be a single parent, and the kids had the opportunity of seeing a living example of somebody who is trying to manage time and fulfill a lot of things, and also somebody serving for a common cause. In brief, this, in our belief, was an accomplished era. I want to thank our advisors, Venerable Alavala Subhuthi and Reverend Father Beat Vavita, our Consul General, who was always supportive of our activities. In fact, today, she is here despite a very important family event, but she wanted to see through this event. Our Sri Lankan community members, all of you, you all were never short of anything whenever we made a call. And in fact, in totality, working through this year in this position, working with you and seeing everyone come together in an unprecedented way is the most gratifying thing I ever had. I also want to thank our senior group who have been behind us, but also and supporting us all the way along, but also showing by example how to rally around a leader once a decision is made, although whatever experience or seniority they had. So I thank them very much. In the top line, we had a responsibility, and I have to say that I couldn't have done this without the help of our able secretary, P.R. Jayasankar, and our effective treasurer, Mr. Prageet Pereira. Couldn't have done without you guys. Also, in doing and organizing many of these activities, we want to thank the spouses of our committee. They played a major role as well. Whenever we needed help, whenever we were under pressure to do things, they came together in helping, giving a helping hand as well. So thank you everyone. Especially I thank all these community members and in providing us with positive feedback, constructive criticism, as well as our sponsors whenever they were needed, and in being with us all the way through. I couldn't be happier to see the next committee who is taking over this office for the year 2018-2019 under the leadership of Mr. Gihan Pereira. A very capable and able group of people. I have no doubt under the leadership of Gihan and the people who are around him in the new committee, they will take this organization to a higher level and in the future committees as well. So I want to congratulate Mr. Gihan Pereira and the new committee. All the very best. Once again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.